Hello, my beautiful Tauruses. I hope you're doing amazing. This is going to be your reading for the end of December. If you're new, hello, my name is Amber. Usually my face is on camera, but not now. But I'll see you at the beginning of January. Also, if you're returning, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Thank you so much for the kind comments and the just the feedback. It's really nice to have that, and I'm glad that we have open communication here. Also, I know that there's feedback on my microphone. I ordered another one today, so it should be here within 3 days. So just bear with me. Um, Also, if you find something here that you can use, hit that like button. If you find something that someone else can use, go ahead and send that to them. Share. We love to spread healing here. And subscribe if you want more of me. If you need a private reading, you can go here to this website, or you can click the link in the description box below. Okay, Taurus, let's pray. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy, what do you have for Taurus? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware from now to the end of the month? Only loud truth, honesty, love, and acceptance within the space, as above, so below. There's your 3 cards. Okay. So we have man holding a coin, 4 and 3. That is 7. We have, oh, it's this one. I feel like they're interchangeable, which is interesting. I'll just put them here just for context. But Warrior of the Heart, and then 1 and 9, which is 10, which equals 1. That looks pretty bright. I'm going to try to turn the brightness down. There we go. That's useful. Okay. Alright, Taurus. Some of you have been in a relationship with someone, okay? And you've been trying to make something work, and now it's time to express yourself about that situation. I feel like some of you have been trying to express yourself, but it's really time to like bunker down and say what you feel and what you mean. Sorry, I had to take a break. Well, actually, I had to go to the restroom. I know. Why do I tell y'all my business? I should have just been like, "Oh, I'm back," and not even said anything. But I don't know. Okay, so so this is also a good time to think about where you're coming from. Okay, and to really think, is this the kind of life or situation that you want to create? Is this the best way of expressing yourself to you, to the world, in your relationships and things like that? Okay? Also, remember that whatever you choose or how you choose to move, even if it's different than what you've been doing or anything of that nature, that you can do it. I feel like for you, Taurus, you're going to have to learn to do things by yourself, right? So I feel like you're not really going to have the support of everyone around you, or even the person that you're dealing with, and the changes that you want to implement, but that you can do it. You can do it. But you'll have to do it on your own. So there's almost a need for you to think about what's best for you and the kind of like clean and fresh start that you want for the new year. New year, new you type of thing. And find clarity on the things that don't work and cut out the things that don't. It's time for you to start thinking about your new beginnings, you know, um, and just really how you want things to go for yourself, you know. It's just time for that. Okay. All right, so let's go into some cards for you. I'm going to just use the regular Rider-Waite deck. Honestly, I'm trying to learn how to shuffle quietly because the microphone that I'm getting is like going to sit in front of me and it'll pick up all of that noise. And I know how much you guys hate that. But I'll, tr- I'll try to do my best. Okay, Spirit, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, what do you have for Taurus? What do you have for Taurus? From now until the end of December, what would you like for them to know? Alright, Taurus, we have the Six of Wands, Justice, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Hierophant. For those of you who know, I don't read cards in reverse unless they are clarifiers. Six of Pentacles. Oh, there was a card that flipped over in here. Five of Pentacles. And the Tower. Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Oh my gosh. Listen to this, Taurus. You got a lot to think about, okay? This last half of December really is, the universe is trying to set you up really on how it is that you want the rest of your year to go and what you're going to bring into the new year. I really see that that's what the story is, okay? So I feel like for you, you have been holding on to faith. So to me, I feel like you've been holding on to the old ways of how you do things, okay? And hoping that your faith, your desires, and your wants will achieve those goals, okay? But you're starting to realize that in this month that that has to change because you have went this long period of waiting for something that has not accumulated or has not gotten to the point that you want. And it's like, how long am I going to wait? How long am I going to want for things to change? I need to go with the changes. So it's like life has been changing, or the situation has been changing, or it almost feels like everything's been staying the same and you want for things to change, but it's really the universe like telling you like that you need to accept that things are not right, you know? And I feel like this month is going to really be about you figuring that out. I feel it so strongly. Like, this is the story. You know how random this story is that I'm telling you? I feel this whole thing. You know what I mean? So, you start off with the Six of Wands up here. The Six of Wands is. This is what's interesting. I feel like for some of you, you have been listening to others. Or doing things based on what others will think or how others see you or something of that nature, you know? Like maybe choosing people based on what looks good on paper. I also see some of you out there dating, probably like internet dating or something of that nature. And I feel like you've gotten some hits, you know what I mean? And you've been talking to some people, trying to figure them out and see if they're right. But the problem is, you haven't been getting the right people. The right people or the right balance. And this could be from serial dating, you know, or this could be from one person in particular that you've been watching, because I see it both ways. Okay? But But the problem is there hasn't been any balance. And you've been moving forward in the promise that you'll have something stable or something real. Some of you have started a new job within a company that is a good, stable company. Okay, and you feel like this is one of the best decisions you ever made, and this may be where your focus is. Okay, yeah, you feel really strongly about where you are. I feel like materially wise, you feel like you're in a good spot. Like building up into a company that you love or something of that nature. And everything else that you're bringing into your life, you're kind of watching it to see if that's what you want to bring into your life. What's interesting is I see something here developing. Um, Someone that you're watching or with, or someone that you've met online, it's getting to a point here, and this that energy. It's getting to a point now where this watching or just kind of being on the end of something, that it's time for you to make a decision. I think it's like you've been hurt too much in this situation, or it's not going anywhere. It just doesn't feel just. Maybe you're thinking about it too much, or it's weighing way too heavy on you, and you need to figure out if this is going to be stable or not. If this is going to be something that's going to go forward with you, or go with you to the future. So you just have a different mindset, Taurus. It's like you're like, listen, I want something that's going to stay with me. I want something that's going to be real. I'm holding this coin. I'm ready to go. I know that I want to build some foundations. I'm ready to express that. Okay? But you have to do it. You just have to do it. But right now you're trying to figure out what would be the best. It's more of a mental process for you at the end of December. I see. So I feel like you're going to start doing some things for yourself. Someone that you've been watching, or there's two stories that I'm hearing. Some of you are watching someone and there needs to be some balance put in, and you're going to put that balance in and you're going to make it happen. Okay? Because you realize that if you don't, it's going to end. Okay? It's like it's hitting you with the tower here that you really wanted a commitment with this person, or you really wanted to get to know them better, but you let your hurt either from this person in the past, or just hurt in the past, or feeling like things weren't just, feeling like someone else had to bring forward to you instead of you to them. I hope that makes sense. Is kind of leaving you heartbroken, and things are going to fall apart. And are you okay with that? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. So it's like you have to make this choice to create this balance. And you can do it. Look what you did with your career. Look what you did with your life. You can do these things. But I feel like you've taken too much time waiting, and now it's time to take more action. Even though I don't see a lot of action cards here, which probably is why it's time to take more action, right? Because you want to have success, or you want to be successful. So the other story that I see is those of you who are dealing with someone online, or someone that you have, I would say, just met. But it's more like a person that you have met that has other options around them, and you're not sure if you, okay, this is what's interesting. You feel as though this person likes a lot of attention and stuff like that, but I don't feel like this person does. Okay? um you're watching them, yeah, because you feel like they like a lot of attention, and you're waiting for them to give to you, to kind of see if they like you and not the attention. It's like you're trying to get clear by waiting on them. But this idea of waiting, Taurus, no matter what your situation is, this idea of waiting is going to leave you left out in the cold. And it has done that thus far. And I feel like you're starting to pick up on that pattern, and you have to change the way that you're thinking about things, because you know that there's an opportunity here. Why would you waste it? Why would you waste that opportunity, right? Because it's like you're waiting for them to create balance, but why can't you create balance? You know? So it's either you need to leave someone, or you need to go towards someone. It's really it's really that much, because justice is here because it's time for you to put that warrior heart that you have in other areas of your life into this one that you have been uh, kind of hesitating to do. You know, you're in that hangman energy, kind of like waiting, I guess, being suspended in this situation. So let's do a couple clarifiers. I really ain't no need to. I just told you the whole story, didn't I? But let's see what we got. Yeah. I feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with, or what you're dealing with, you're figuring like there's so much potential in this situation, okay? There's a lot of things I'm getting from this. You don't want to be manipulated. You want to make sure that you're making good choices for your future. You haven't quite made a decision on this person. There's very much a sitting in between and not really doing anything, hoping for the best. Um, Hoping for the best, kind of hoping someone else makes a decision for you, which is interesting. But what's happening is you're not happy in this route, or where it is that you're going, right? Right? Because you're taking this rest. It's like, oh, I need time to think about what I want. But your intuition is telling you that you've been doing this for way too long, and it's time to make a move, right? It's time to create that balance that you need to have in order to move forward. Yeah, they keep talking about January. Yeah, it's time for you to have a clean slate for January. It totally is, Taurus. I feel like this is going to be consistent in a lot of the readings. You see this? Clarity. So you see an opportunity for something that is stable, or something that can go somewhere. You see it, and you want to win it. That's where you want to go. What's interesting is they're telling me like this goes against your idea of tradition, or how you've been going through life. Interesting. Okay, let me take a deep breath because I feel a story coming on. Okay. So the way that you have been going through life, the way that you have been doing things, hasn't really been the best direction for you, okay? And a lot of things are happening that you're starting to see that now at this time. Very strong spiritual energy. I feel it. It's like a punch in the face, okay? It's a punch in the gut, really. And you know that punch in the gut where it's like, oh, am I going to do this or I'm not? I'm feeling ill. Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? So the moon card means that you have a decision to make, because the way that you have been going is keeping you narrowed, okay? And it's time for you to expand your thought process by reestablishing a new way of doing things. It's like you're having that aha moment that what you've been doing is not getting you what you want, so it may be time for you to try something different. Just saying. But that's what's happening, you know? Okay. Yeah, it's time for you to stop watching, and time for you to stop giving just a little bit, hoping that someone else will take a risk. Okay? You're doing this out of fear of taking a risk or being foolish. Okay? With the person. But, you know, you got to make some decisions. With the Two of Swords here, you got to make some decisions, because spiritually, you're supposed to be at this Queen of Swords. It's in the middle. It's at the heart of the situation. So you're trying to get here. where you're cutting out things that are for you or are not for you and keeping things that are. You know, you're weeding through and making those assessments. But you're still here at this page of swords, right? And the page of swords is very much like, I'm just going to watch, I'm going to see what's happening. I think I kind of know, so I'm just going to go off of that. But you should be developing here. And getting to this point means that you have to make a decision or some sort of move or break in the monotony of whatever that situation is for you. Okay? Yeah, it's time to get those emotions in order. That's why you need to face what's going on or speak up so you know if you need to cut something out or keep moving forward, you know? Because where you are now is, yeah, you got to leave that old stuff behind in order to find the new stuff. And most of that is going to be you reestablishing how you think about things moving forward. It's going to take work. It's going to be hard work, but you're no sucker to hard work, you know, Taurus, with the warrior heart. Yeah, it's going to be hard to let go of the past and let go of fears, but you need to do that in order to move forward. So the 6 of Pentacles, if you feel something for someone, okay, you need to do it. You need to go out there, okay? It's like the connection that you, oh, God, there's so many messages. The connection that you feel, Taurus, okay, is trying to pull you towards something to learn something. It could be the person you're going to be with forever. It couldn't be the person you're going to be with forever. It doesn't really matter. It's like Spirit's pushing you towards these people or these situations to learn a lesson for yourself. Some of you just need to get out there and speak your mind and be rejected and then be okay with that. That was a lesson I had to go through. Probably, I would say, late teens, early 20s. That was one of the hardest ones. It took years for me to get there. Okay? But, you know, there's something that needs to be learned here. Right? But you're trying to keep yourself safe. And by keeping yourself safe with the 7 of Swords, you're missing out on what it is that you could be doing to move forward. That's just what I said to you. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. It's time for you to leave the past behind. Think people that are not working with you, people that are not in your best interests, people that, you know, this is that energy of that relationship that you want to try to work on, but it's not going anywhere, and you just keep hoping that it's going to get better. I feel like that needs to be left behind. Again, lessons. There was a lesson here, something to be learned here, but it's just time. It's like you've moved past that already. Yep. You see? You learned the lesson. You learned the lesson. It's time to move on. Also, I feel like for some of you, there's someone that you have been watching, and it's time for you to come out and just say what you want to say. It's literally going to keep coming up because that's what needs to happen, and I guess they need to keep talking about it. Because this feeling that you feel towards this person, or these feelings that you feel towards them, is trying to teach you something, trying to learn something. You know what it is? It's like trying to give you a fresh new start or fresh eyes on a situation, like career, money, or love. You know, it's time for you to get fresh eyes on something. Yeah, you've gone through your grieving process enough. For some of you, they're saying you got really comfortable in being sad in certain situations, feeling like that was a part of the plight. That's not the word. A part of the journey is just being hurt or sad or going through struggle. But sometimes there are positions or parts of the journey that should just be happy for you. And you have to understand that it's okay to be happy. Now it's like you're breaking down the walls of just being sad and learning how to be happy, right? Learning how to get yourself out of that mindset so you can be happy. Whew. All right, I'm about to end that, okay? Look at the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to end there. You have the King of Swords in reverse and the Judgment in reverse, okay? This is all about you remembering that you don't know everything, okay? And sometimes when you think you know everything, you can take yourself down a route for a long time that is not for you. It's not the situation for you. It's not where you should be. And that's okay. Because you can say, I made this miscalculation and now I'm going to get back on track. But first, you have to realize that you don't know everything. And there are some things left in life to learn. Okay? And that's where the Wheel of Fortune comes in, right? To change your ideas of what wonderful is, what your dreams could be. They can change. They don't have to be the same. You don't have to focus on one goal. All right, Taurus. Woo, that came spilling out of my mouth like vomit. Let me tell you. All right, so thank you so much for listening, and I will see you later. If you need a private reading, remember, right here, you can go to my website, links in the description box below. I love you so much. Blessings on your journey and everything that you do, Taurus. And yeah, I love you. Bye-bye.